Good morning all. Morning Zoom boys and ladies, of course. How are we doing YouTube chat? Hope we're all well. And bring up YouTube chat. Don't have you guys up. Need to bring you guys up. Hope you're all doing well. Let's get it. GJ, nice push. Hit our monthly target has been met. Monthly target has been met, which is nice to see the analysis play out here. And I'm very happy to see the analysis play out. And yeah, morning to all. Thank you very much for saying good morning. Always a pleasure to have you guys. Morning from Panama. Welcome. Let me make sure I'm all systems go. You know the drill. As far as I can see, it looks like we're all systems go. And yeah, let's get into the analysis here. Pretty simple day, to be honest. Self-explanatory. Daily close bullish. 4 hour is closing bullish. It is a bullish session, but we need to get above the 4 hour resistance to see buys. Everyone's gonna try sell GJ. Why are you trying to sell GJ? Just because it's made a resistance here doesn't mean to sell GJ. Any pullbacks, the only time we can sell GJ and the only time I'm gonna look to sell GJ is if I see a change of structure towards the downside on a 4 hour time frame. So I need to see, I need a day for that to play out. I'm not in a rush to sell GJ here. I have no point to rush to sell GJ because we have a lot of room to sell, and I'm just gonna follow the trend, and that's how the most profitable way is to trade GJ. So first of all, let me go and have a look at some more extended targets here. We did reach my target. My monthly resistance target was 186. This was where I was looking to reach for this month, and we reached that. So I'm happy to see the analysis play out. But now, where's next, right? So if we reach the monthly resistance, next is kind of where we are right now, and then after that is going to be our next monthly resistance coming from this rejection zone here, which is 186.748, right? And I'm sure that will be a weekly resistance or something up here. Let's have a look. Let's replay to around this area here and see what information we can find. As for extended targets here, we go to the weekly time frame. Yep, and that is weekly resistance. So we're going to adjust that, make it accurate. So that's our weekly resistance as well. And you can see the resistance we're at right now, the 15-minute, is exactly this resistance right here. So we are sitting at a resistance, so we need to get above here. A nice close with some sort of support would be ideal to see continuation for buys. As for 4 hour, yeah, that looks pretty clean. And then my quarterly target is all the way up here, right? Look at that. That's my quarterly target to end this quarter, 188 possibility. And yeah, this is the weekly resistance here. That's going to be our next target in terms of continuation. And of course, we're going to have our key levels as well as for watch points. So next key level here is going to be 500. So that would be kind of like a break-even point if we're taking buys today. So we can start to mark that out. We can clone this one. We can make this 186. 186. We can make this 500. 186, 500. And then, yeah, that should be good for now. We can start to... I have to clean up my drawings, but I'll clean up my drawings another time. 4 hour resistance, 1 hour is close bullish here. I think above this will be perfect here. Pretty simple plan, and it's what I'm gonna wait for. So I think if we can close above here and get above this 15-minute resistance, should be good opportunity for upside. If not, buying from the bottom of the range is also another option here with a 22 pip range. I wouldn't mind trying that as well, and that could also be a nice cool option there as well. And yeah, let's go have a look at gold as always. Could you have done one big swing trade from last week? Yes, I was looking for entries for one big swing trade, and that was actually my plan, and that's why I wanted a pullback down into around... My plan to get a swing trade last week was to look for a pullback down into around... basically come back into this like 184 type level here after getting this push, but it never did come back. The news pushed, and then we got it to come back here, but I was not at the charts and then kind of missed the rest of the move. But that's all good. I'm not going as aggressive as I normally do this month, as yeah, because we have time, right? We have time. But yes, that was the plan. The plan was to get up to this monthly resistance, and the plan played out. So it's all cool. So as for gold, let's have a look at gold here. Gold, nice pullback yesterday. Still respected that 1906. Easy trade on gold yesterday. This 15-minute candle closing here, even if you miss this, the next 15-minute candle to test this lows, to test back into 1900, runners down below, even the close below 1900, setup number 3, another option to continue, another setup 3 option to continue. Pretty easy, pretty easy day on gold for whoever was trading gold yesterday. I know some guys in the exclusive, they took some sells here, Brian as well included here, so very clean. And yeah, I like to see it. Now what are we looking at? Now that we're below 1900, I think now we can start to continue down to this 4-hour support here. That's the next level that is going to be of interest here, which is going to be right around this zone here at 1887 as a 4-hour support. Does London want to pull back first? It's definitely possible. It is a bearish session. I would be only looking for sells. Taking sells at the low I don't recommend, especially during London. So I would be very careful. But you know, I've seen this happen before. I've seen price close below this kind of support where we're at right now. If it would let me draw. But I've seen price close below this support and price just end up rejecting randomly. So what I would prefer to see is I'd prefer to see some form of resistance form and you sell from resistance, or pullbacks to continue down. So realistically, we're sitting at a 4-hour support right now, which is this one right here. So you need to get below this. If New York can close below this, there'll be easy sells. Even if New York pulls back, you can look to continue to sell it down. As long as it respects, I would look for it to respect around 1896. If it can respect 1896, there's no reason why you can't look for continuation sells towards the downside from around 1896. So that would also be an option there on gold. As for London at the moment, it's pretty low volume. I think possibly only if you create resistance below this 30-minute, it makes sense to sell and get below the 4-hour. You need to prove that the 4-hour is basically holding resistance and not selling into 4-hour support, which is of course a bad idea. So that's basically what we're looking at on gold here. Pretty simple. GJ plan also very simple here, and we'll see if we can get our setup today. Would be nice to get a small scalp today. I wouldn't be surprised to see GJ take one more leg towards the upside here, maybe then fail at 186,500, and then later maybe try one more push after grabbing some more liquidity. But as I said, I'm not selling till the trend ends. And yeah, even buys from the bottom of the range, I wouldn't mind giving a shot here. Trying to buy from the bottom of the range. No reason why we can't scalp this range towards the upside. And if it continues, it continues. If it doesn't, we would have secured some profits. So I'm happy with that. Now it's all about patience. We need to wait for some setups. Definitely, we've seen the market cycle. And this is the biggest mistake people make. We've definitely seen New York session have some better volume than London session recently. But that always twists and turns, and this is where people make a big mistake, is because they see, oh, there's more volume in New York, I'm going to trade New York. Then they start trading New York on GJ, and then what happens is New York starts becoming less volatile. Then they switch back to London, or they continue trading New York and start losing in New York. Then they switch back to London, and it becomes a whole mess. So yeah, this is exactly the biggest mistake that people make. Good morning, Harry. Your mic was a bit smaller. I can't hear you clearly, by the way. No, that's your speakers, man. Mic is loud and clear. And yeah, I'm using a Rode mic here on the side, so I'm sure that the audio quality should be good. So yeah, that's the analysis. How much of it? 341 of us in here. So I appreciate everyone showing up in the morning here. So yeah. What's the correlation between CAD, USD, and Gbpjpy? I told you there's no correlation. I've answered that. And I'm not ignoring your messages. I was just doing the analysis, man. No need to be so rude. Too impatient, man. Too impatient. Come on, don't be rude. Understand? I haven't answered anyone's questions. So yeah, that's the analysis. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure to do the YouTube business. Leave a like. I really do appreciate it. You know the YouTube business. How much of 342 of us? Only 84 likes. Let's get the likes up to around at least 150, guys. Come on, show me you're active. Bring the liquidity in the market. Let's get some trades. Let's get some things going. And yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Don't start with Harry early, bro. Yeah. Sometimes they move opposite, sometimes they move together. And at the end of the day, there's no correlation. They just randomly move together sometimes, and sometimes they move opposite. So that's why I never consider them. I've learned to never sell GJ over time. Yeah, it's still bullish. So August is low volume month. Is it easier to trade after August? Summer months are generally low volume because hedge managers and hedge fund managers are taking holidays. So they pause adding positions into their fund. And as we approach, so the times that markets are slow is as we approach the end of the year and the holidays. So any holiday times like December, getting towards January, that's a slow time in the market. And also the summer, because we have at the end of the year, people are starting to consolidate their portfolios, consolidate portfolios, prepare for next year. And in the summer vacations, we have people just profit taking and basically holding their positions leading into the end of the year as the hedge fund managers and all of these people start to take holidays and stuff. So this is what we see sometimes, and this is why we might see a bit lower volume during summer. And normally they come back by September, but at the end of the day, we trade based on volume, right? So whenever there's volume, we can take a trade. There's just more inconsistencies, and you saw that definitely in gold. Euro USD check, please. What pair? GJ. USCAD looking. Guys, it's very hard for me to analyze every single pair. That's a lot of work. So I'll try my best. But please don't just spam pairs in the chat. If you guys want to get better, you should be analyzing pairs yourself and then putting the comments in the chat. Harry, if you would have traded gold in NY, how would you have took advantage of that drop in volume? Very, very simple yesterday. Let me just quickly look at Euro USD so this guy in chat can stop asking me, because he's very, very impatient, and that's going to make him lose long term in trading because of his impatience. But he'll learn one day. So 4 hours bearish here, previous daily close bearish, approaching this daily support. So yeah, if we can close below this support, we could have continuation here. But similar to gold, I would prefer pullbacks to continue down bearish. But I think closing below this support can give you continuation down to at least 1.8585. 0.8585. USDCAD, at least you asked if it's bullish or not. So let's see if I agree with you if it's bullish. Previous daily close bullish, looking good. Previous 4 hour needs to get above the 4 hour resistance, similar to GJ, to be honest. And yeah, if we can get above this 30-minute resistance, I agree with you, man. Looks bullish. So hold support above here and we can continue up bullish. As for gold here, yesterday, very easy setups here. So this was all your options yesterday. Option number 1, which is my preferred option, waiting for pullbacks to continue down bearish. We have this nice 15-minute candle close below the range. This was a very easy sell to take like this. Stop loss above the 15-minute candle high. Target the lows here and then continuation runners to leave this to run all the way down to wherever, and you'd still hold it till now basically. So that's one option. If you missed that option, you could have even entered a little bit later with the same stop loss and target the same zone. The next option, wait to get below 1900, the level we've been rejecting all day. We get the close above 1900, below 1900. Don't take the first option. Wait for pullbacks. Pullback happened. Take it at the break of the low. Setup number 3. let that run. If you miss that even, you can then take another entry, right? You would target this low here. You can take another entry as we broke this low to fill the wick using volume to your advantage. If you miss that as well, there's this entry closing below the range. Did it give you a 5-minute pullback? Yeah, there we go. That's the thunderstorm setup. And we would have taken the thunderstorm setup to reach this support down here. Stop loss above the highs, something like that. And that would have been your trade. So plenty of options yesterday on gold. Very clean day on gold. At 15, yeah, I know the one as well that people took the second time here. This one right here as well. That was also a very clean one. This is another one. If you earlier, I thought he was just asking in the volume. This was the most volume, so I was discussing for him how he can get into the big volume moves here. But yes, the earlier option was here. Nice clean thunderstorm, close below the range, pull back, respect it, stop loss above the range, and you go down to here. So pretty clean. That was the first option. Pulled back, and then you do the same shit again. So very clean. I got in the buy that going up. You should not have been buying gold yesterday. That's a mistake. You should let us know. That is not a good idea. We were bearish. What do you think about Judah swing? I don't know anything about Judah swing. Sorry. When will you launch the trading simulator for the community? The trading simulator will be available only to the Tradesharpe exclusives because we have to run a server, and the server to save data is expensive. So the more data you have to save, the more server space it takes. So the exclusive community will have free access, and then we need to find a way to make it very, very easy for other people to access. We're also in the process of developing a web page, a separate web page, and also a flow to be able to have people access it. Also, we need to get the data from broker feeds. So we need to get information on Gbpjpy. We need to get information on all different pairs and set up and make sure that it works on browser, because most of these backtesting softwares, they work on MT4, MT5, and then it doesn't work on MacBook because people who have Macs, they can't use MT4, MT5 unless they have parallels. So we're making this a browser accessible backtesting software that will have all your positions and stuff like this. So give us some time. We have people working behind the scenes hard on it. But yeah, the first people who are going to get access to it is the exclusive community, because they're the ones who are going to benefit most from it, because they'll know how to use it and they have the setups and information to test on it. I have MT5 on Mac. As I said, most people can get MT5 on Mac. Exactly. If you use parallels, you can get MT5, but some people don't. Yesterday we completed the trade dynamics. There we go. That's your update. Amazing. Do you have Twitter? Nope, I use Instagram mostly. So make sure if you are not following me on Instagram, give me a follow. I post a lot of content there. Trade recaps, updates, just things I want to share. So make sure to follow me there. Trying to get to at least 3K followers on Instagram. Instagram is really slow for me. Really slow. I know I'm saying you guys have MT5. I'm not saying you can't get MT5 of Mac. I'm not saying you can't get MT5 on Mac if you download Parallels. What I'm saying is we're making it a browser-based backtesting software. Browser-based is much better. We need some volume on your Instagram account. Yeah, I post so much on there. I don't know why people don't want to be part of that. I mean, it's up to them. I just try to, that's it. The reason I like Instagram, because it's easy to give updates there. That's why. I update about trades, I update about what people are doing. And if people want to tag me in their stories from things they've learned in the stream, trades they're taking, I love to see it. There's the link. Link is in chat. Link is in description. Link is that you can see at Tradesharpe. Make sure that you're following that account, not any scammers account. I do not sell any random crypto services or investment services. Our buys on GJ trapped right now? No, all we need is volume. If price starts getting some volume here and breaks out, we could have a good trade. ICT is all free. Traders try to sell something, are not successful in trading. Just my opinion. Well, yeah. Also, most of my stuff is free. That is why I have a course, and the course is for the cost of 0. So here's my course, and it's for free, and my stuff is free as well. So it's not just ICT. It's legit people. The only thing I charge for is my time. Does GJ and gold move in same direction? No, they move randomly. Sometimes they move together, sometimes they move opposite. Can't say. If you guys are enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. $435 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. Welcome, welcome if you're new to the stream as well. There goes the YouTube business. Yes, sir. We need the YouTube business. I need to see people are active. 435 people in here and no one's active. No one's active. No one's hyped. No one's ready to trade the markets here. So I need to see the hype. Let's see. Let's get this up to 200 likes and let's see this hype. What are we looking for to make an entry? Either a support form from the bottom of the range or a close above this range here. I never understood why traders hate GJ, because they tried to short it for the last 2 years. You gotta hype us up. I'm always hyping you up. I'm active here. Tired from my workouts? Nah, man, that's an excuse. That's weak. Come on, the workouts are not tiring. You have to keep going, man. I like to stream before you even live. Yeah, you're a OG, man. Can I look at AN? I'll look at it quickly. So daily bearish, 4-hour bearish as well. Yeah, be careful of this whole rejection zone that we're pulling back into. Yeah, it's very tough to sell this at the moment because of this rejection zone. I'd prefer to see a deeper pullback. You could potentially have counter trend buys above 1.08055. But selling here is very tough. If I wanted hype, I'd listen to an American streamer. What, I'm not hype enough? Come on, guys. Do you think GJ is going to move down from previous high and then continue up? I don't predict. I trade what's in front of me. I only trade what's in front of me. Don't try to predict the market, guys. Don't say, do you think that price will come down to London high? And no, just if there's a setup in front of you, take it. Whatever happens today, if it follows the plan, I'm going to take a trade. Do I look at Dixie? Nah, because if you can analyze the pair in front of you, you don't need to look at Dixie. Dixie would be great, right? Dixie would be great to look at higher time frame. Would it make sense to evaluate counter trend 1645? Nope. Don't sell GJ. Does not make sense counter trend. I mean, yeah, counter trend, but the problem is, where does it reject? Does it reject here? right? Does it reject down here? Does it reject down here? You can't be sure. So what you need to see is a 4-hour breakdown. You need to see this 4-hour candle deep close, the next one close bullish, then close below. Only then can you guarantee that we're breaking down on the 4-hour. Otherwise, counter trend becomes super risky. But you could try it, but it's not something I do. I need to see something much more sufficient than that. If you're gonna try sell below here, you'd need to see a resistance formed and sell to the support. And make sure you don't get that, because that's where my buys are gonna come, and I'm gonna take it like this. Do I respect other live streamers? Yeah, of course I respect other live streamers, but I don't have any opinion. You know, they can do what they would love to do. I respect any trader, man. I respect any trader as long as they have pure intentions and they're not, you know, trying to hate on other people and just make the industry a worse place. You know, it really does not bother me. Something like this. Yeah, even this selling into this support here is not a good idea. You need to get below the support, then resistance below, then go down. If I try a prop firm, no. What traders expired? No, I don't know. No one expired me, brother, when I started trading. What traders inspired me? The idea of trading inspired me, not particular traders. Just the idea of trading inspired me. And realistically, the traders that inspired me were the ones like back from the 1980s and stuff like this, you know? Morning, mate. Have you ever used Market Milk by Gbpjpy for scalping 1-minute entries? Nah, man. I'm not, I haven't used Market Milk. $15-minute resistance below higher time frames? Yeah, 15 minutes, good. Unless there's a lot of volume to push through, we are bullish. Yes, sir. That is correct. What do you think about GJ still pushing? It will still push as long as we get volume. So today is very simple, guys. If we get volume in the markets, we're going to get a trade. It's so simple because everything is bullish. Everything looks good. Everything looks clean. The only thing we need is just volume. How do you get all your 1 minute, 5 minute to line up on Tradingview? I can't find a way. Oh, you just favorite it. So when you use the drop down menu, just star it. Just put the stars. If London hits, then the volume will come. I'm hoping the volume comes in the next, you know, there we go. Now. Yesterday, volume came 3 hours for now. Yeah, but yesterday was CPI news, right? Yesterday was CPI news. So that kind of messed it up. I was doing micro lot buy to test something and accidentally threw a normal one. I was gotten lucky. That's lucky, man. Spread is on your side? Yes, that looks good. Damn, zero spread on GJ? That's never a thing. How much is my spread? It's 1 now? Okay, okay. It was FOMC, not CPI. GBP CPI, bro. GBP CPI. Camel Forex. That's such a cool name. I like it. I like it, man. Camel Forex. Yeah, it was Frankfurt Open. How the 1 hour close bearish, right? Yeah, that's not the best close on the 1 hour. Five-minute close pushed it. Yeah, but there's not enough range. 3 pips, 4 pips. Rather just get outside of the range. Sir, if I do full-time trading, is it okay for life or do I have to do it with some work? If you're planning to go full-time, you need to have at least more than 2 years worth of savings to live comfortably already planned out. Because if you have bad months, good months, you need to be able to do that. But I won't limit yourself to just trading. I think that's a very capped way to live life. Because if you just trade and do one session, you have so much time to do something else, which would be much better. And that could help you increase more risk in your trading, which is what we want at the end of the day. I use fixed lots basically, and I just adjust the lots based on average stop loss sizes. I've been trading for over 3 years, and yeah, there is difference. Markets they have cycles, so volume comes and goes. Sometimes you have like a month of just consistent volume, day to day, day to day, day to day. And what happens is people get used to trading in summer, and when all of this volume comes, they're not used to the big stop losses again, and they stop taking trades because they're like, oh, it's a 30 pip stop. I'm not going to take the trade, but then there's like a 60 pip move. So yeah, that idea of sell in May and go away, it's not really relevant to us traders who are basically, you know, trading on the 15-minute looking to take a scalp. But we do see some, you know, more inconsistencies come in the summer, of course. How many hours do I sit in front of the computer to trade? 3 hours only. The rest, you don't need to be at the computer. You just need to set your alerts and get on with other work. Understand, when you're a trader, you're an entrepreneur. So you're basically managing money, you're making decisions, making ideas to get better and to build your capital. So at the end of the day, the more time you spend at the charts, the more likely you have to make mistakes. So if you need to make more money, then you need to risk more per trade and take the highest probability setup and risk more money on the higher probability setup while still managing risk. And in order to do that, does not demand you to be at the charts for 8-9 hours. So you should be trying to scale yourself in other ways around trading that will allow you to be able to take more risk in trading. And then you grow as a person. You take a 6 lot, but what's your percentage risk per trade? Depends, the 6 lot with what stop loss, and I'll tell you the percentage risk. I risk a figure, right? So like, you know, 1K, 1.5, doesn't matter between those, you know. Will gold pull back to 4-hour support? It could do if it wants to. What's the highest drawdown you faced since you became profitable in terms of what? In a trade or just percent-wise? You know, 2 days of bad trading, three bad trades in a row, you know, that's like 9% if you're risking 3%. Yeah, I mean, you know, you could be down 9% easy. And then you make it back in the next 2 trades. I've done that. I've had three bad trades in a row. It's happened. But then over the next 2 weeks, I'm basically back up again. Recovered that in the next 2 trades or something, and you know, just follow my plan. If I ever lose 3 trades in a row, I take a step back and see what has changed. That's why I always say about funding accounts. If you have a bad week in the market with a funded account and you're down 7% and you take one more losing trade, all of that work of passing the verification, passing phase 2 is all gone. If it's so easy to make 10% a month on a funded account, you can have a bad couple of days that wipes 10% off your account. But long term, that's nothing. Because if over a year you're making 100%, what the hell is 10% drawdown? It's nothing. So it happens in trading, and this is what people don't understand. Some people risk 10% in a trade. Me lol? No, you shouldn't be risking 10% on like that. I've been on demo account since February while running a business. I'm still learning. What do you think of Najat? I have no idea, man. No idea about any of that. I just trade price action. Or you can just risk 0.5%. Yeah, but that's boring, man. That's boring, 0.5%. You need to, if you want to make money in this game, you need to risk money. Do you like those funded accounts or rather use my own money? I have a really good principle on funding accounts. If you need access to capital, I think they could be great opportunities. You have to understand their business model is made from people losing the challenges. So you have to take advantage of that, and you have to not be on the losing side. You have to take complete advantage, and you have to make sure that you can build that account and you can start withdrawing. Once you withdraw, you want to have the freedom of not having to share your profits, not having your account taken away if you had a bad couple of weeks. And you also want to have the freedom to basically scale your account without needing to worry about them denying payouts, right? So at the end of the day, what you need to do is you need to be able to be successful in trading so that you can use the funding account to your advantage to build your own personal account, or you build businesses and then you slowly increase your own personal account and start risking more and more and more. That's personally how I do it. So for me, I prefer to use my own money. I don't use to fund myself with a funding account. I use my own money that was funded through originally crypto. Do you know why WTI is down from 85.79? No, I don't. .5 lot is boring. Trading is boring. At the end of the day, once you learn to trade, the same trade you take with a 0.01 lot is the same trade that you'll take with a 10 lot. The trade doesn't change, the risk only changes. So understand that. But what I'm saying is, you want to be progressing as a human being. You want to keep getting better and better and better. And in order to do that, you want to scale. You should just be scaling. As your income grows, your trading profit should also grow. Get funded. Get funded if you know what you're doing. Then yes, take advantage of it. Can I call the bank to pump price? We're not in a trade, so I can't use that bullet just yet. If we're in a trade, then I'll call them. And the trade is not pumping, I'll call them. If you guys enjoying the stream, be sure to leave a like. I greatly appreciate the YouTube business. Hate to say it, but part of the game. I'll never have a funded account. From everything I see, they're looking at any reason not to pay you out. Exactly. I'll risk my own money, accept my losses, and keep my profit. Yeah, that's the only threat with them, right? I have a hard time getting funded because you're not good enough at trading. Get better at trading and you'll have an easy time getting funded. Making 10% is not rocket science. Emotions, managing emotions is the hardest thing you're gonna do. But making 10% is not rocket science. Especially now with all of these schemes to have unlimited trading days, it should not be a difficult task. The problem is that if you use like a copy trader to copy from your main account, they'll start denying you payouts. So it's a long process to pass phase 1, phase 2. Then you get funded. You haven't made any money. Now you have to make money. And then only you get a payout. And then you have the threat of them denying the payout if they find anything they don't like. Is there such thing as overbought and oversold in your eyes? No, never. There isn't at all. Otherwise, GJ would have been overbought from 2 years ago. Even though you hadn't answered my question yet, sometimes I miss your question. You have to repost it in chat. You guys have to respect that sometimes it's difficult for me to see chat all the time. So if I miss a question, just repost it and then I'll probably see it. Because I read, every time I read that you guys are saying, oh, you didn't see my question. I read that. If you posted your question again, guess what? I would have read your question. What equity you trading with? About $30 million. No, I don't trust having around 6 figures in a broker, because 6 figures in a broker, I don't need 6 figures. I rather just risk 3-4% per trade and equivalent, and have like a mid 5-figure I rather have a mid 5-figure account and then risk 3-4%, which is equivalent of trading, you know, 150 200k, instead of having that much money locked up in a broker. Right? I rather just have that money in my bank and just risk higher with less money in a broker. When you enter a trade, do you manage based on 15? Yeah, most of the time frame you enter, that is the time frame you manage. Is it possible to get funded from a free challenge if you have the skill? Yes. Just asking why not use a copy trader and do a 400k funded account, because when you do that, what happens is that they're going to they can deny you passing the account, because they can say that you used a copy trader. And that's not something that I want to happen. Because they want you to copy, they want you to trade on their funded account, and they want the funded account to copy your main account, not your main account for a copy the funded account. And I don't want it the opposite way around, in case anything happens with spread and everything on the funded account. Because the main account's paying me, not a funded account. If I did a funded account, that's not paying me. Do you stream daily? Yeah, we stream Monday to Friday. Yeah, exactly. You can use a copy trader, but the funded account is the main. Yes, exactly. But the problem I have is that I don't want to rely on the funded account copying my main account, and then the funded account spreads and prices are off and my main account gets messed up. That's way too risky, because it's fine if your main account is only like a couple of $1,000 or something, but when your main account is some decent money that is important to you, and that's the account that pays you, like, I'm not going to sit here and take trades just to pass a challenge. It doesn't make sense. That doesn't pay me. I want to be paid for my work, right? What do you do when the market is slow? I sit patiently and wait for my setups. I'm funded in multiple firms that allow trade copiers. Yeah, between them. That's fine when you trade between them. But at the end of the day, I want to be paid for what I do. So that's why I want to trade on my own account. If you need access to capital, then you will use a funding account. And yeah, as an opportunity. Do you trade NY session? Depends if I want to take a trade and if I think it's clean. I stream NY session every Tuesday, so that's my set NY session trading. I leverage prop firms. I don't need to use my personal capital. Yeah, but you should be leveraging your prop firms to build your own personal capital. That's a long-term thought process. If anything happens to the prop firm, if they start taking profits away from you, if they start denying payouts, if they close down, if something happens, all of that work is gone. You're back to square one, because now you don't have anything to do. Right? You don't have anything to do. So you should be leveraging prop firms to build your own capital. Think about the future, right? Don't think about the now. If you're on a prop firm, you're one step away from being back to square one if they take it away from you. Would you do a video on funded accounts? I do have a video on funded accounts. Look at gold. You tell me what gold is doing and I'll tell you if I like it. Trading is too difficult. That is in your control. If you make trading difficult, it will be difficult. Have you ever tried EAs? No, I've never tried EAs. If you're consistently passing evaluations, all of that is irrelevant. You are profitable at the point, and losing a funded account is not the end of the world. But I'm saying if you're constantly passing and withdrawing from funded accounts, you should be taking that capital and leveraging it. Anyways, I can't explain to someone who doesn't understand what I'm trying to tell them. Every single thing you do, no matter where in life, wherever, you need to leverage it. This is a bad trade, man. I don't recommend this, buying at resistance. Should always send in your trade before taking it. Basically at around break even. This is not a plan. And yeah. You should create a PDF doc called all standard questions. Yeah, probably. And if they have standard questions, yeah, that's a good idea. Can prop firm mistakenly assume viewing your live stream as copy trading? No, no, no. Do you watch Donvo during? I don't watch YouTube. I have other things to be doing. And in New York session, I'm doing other things. I'm either concentrating on the session, giving feedback and stuff, looking at what's going on, or I'm doing my own personal hobbies, which is why we trade. Where do I live? Dubai. Brother, there's a lot of questions. Where do you live? What's your real name? Do you watch? Damn. Howdy from Texas. Welcome, welcome. All I'm saying is I'd rather use profits for other businesses if for whatever reasons prop firm don't exit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying re-leverage. That's exactly what I was saying, is to re-leverage. These are the bad stuff. Yeah, but the only way you're going to stop doing these habits is what? To make a change, right? If you don't change, you're not gonna change, right? Nothing's gonna happen. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting something to change. It's in your control, and you have to just get up and do it and hold yourself accountable. Every time you make mistakes like this, you're just wasting your time, no one else's but you. Not wasting my time, you're not wasting anyone else's time, you're wasting your time and your work. So you have to get your shit together if you want to succeed in this game. Let's have a look. This is probably DAX. Yeah, that looks clean, man. Just watch around this resistance here if we start rejecting. But, you know, easy to manage this trade. Anything closing back in the range, you can look to manage it. But this looks good for now, man. I like it. Looks clean. What hobbies do you do? You know, go to the gym and stuff like that. Do you wish to go camping? I've been camping before many times. Do you have trader friends with the same strategy as you? Yeah, people trade with me. There's a lot of people who just trade price action with slight differences. Your method resembles, yeah, anyone who trades price action will have similar to me, and you could say the same thing to them, that my method is the same as theirs. No one owns a method. No one owns a bench press. No one owns anything, right? You can't go to the gym and see someone doing a bench press and tell them, hey, you're copying me doing a bench press. You just can't say that. That's stupid mindset. So the fact that people want to trade price action, let them trade price action. Everyone's going to have their slight differences. Yo, Enzo, if you keep spamming, then you're going to be banned. So be careful, huh? I trade sharp action. I like that. Can you make weekly recaps for your videos? Not many people like to watch it. I don't want to waste time on content. You see, content is very time consuming to make. And if I can spend my time doing better things, working on different projects, then I rather do that. So what I did instead is I made the stream journal. And the stream journal has all the trades that we've taken. And this is a lot of work. And not only that, it gives you the time that the trade was taken. So instead of going and recapping, go ahead and check out the stream journal and see the trades. The recaps is what I kind of do with the exclusives here, is we recap every single trade we take. Oh, please can you explain the 185 bounce of GJ yesterday? I'm still trying to figure that out. Yeah, that's a little bit more complicated. That's just based on experience. And yeah, that's based on experience and seeing, you know, that it's a psychological level and seeing if we get any reaction from the psychological level. Yeah, exactly. Have I used this cloud? No, I haven't used any cloud with it, and I don't think it has any relevance. Any YouTube gurus you'd watch myself? No. Not that I know of, because I haven't invested my time watching them. Price action trader. Everyone's hyping gold. What's going on with gold? Yeah, as I said, this is the pullback you want to see. But really, I would be looking for this pullback to eventually take sells. As long as we respect this zone here, I'd be looking to use this pullback to eventually take sells. For me, that's what this drawing tool is really annoying me these days. Yeah, so I'd be looking for this pullback to take sells here. That's what I would be looking at. In New York, probably. But counter trend buys, I don't think the range is worth it, guys. 12 pips is not really worth it. You probably want to buy above 1896. I won't buy gold today until you see a 4-hour support form nicely. Until you see maybe this candle close back above 1896, maybe then you can look to trade back to 1900. But this is classic to see this move here. And yeah, minimum, maybe if you see some sort of support formed above here, you could maybe try it. But that's what I would only wait for in London, you know. We are not seeing the best volume in gold in London. Why do you only trade GJ? Because I've watched GJ for 2 years. I've watched GJ for more than 2 years, and I've seen it move every single time. I've watched it very, very, very in depth, and I'm very comfortable with the pair, and it's where my highest probabilities come in my trade, so why would I change that? Do I use Fibonacci? The only time I'd use Fibonacci is when price is at all-time high and we don't have previous data and I need to find targets. What inspired me to use the name Tradesharpe? Well, my name is Harry Sharpe. So my last name is Sharpe, S-H-A-R-P-E. And it's just to like trade sharply, right? So sharp as in to be precise, right? And then I just put Tradesharpe. Tried London yesterday, no volume, got messed up. Yeah, exactly. That's what you learn from, right? People are impatient. They want to be trading 24/7. Yeah, exactly. What's the meaning of Sharpe? It's my name, bro. My name is Sharpe. If you guys enjoying the stream, 635 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up to the stream. I really do appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't already, leave a subscribe. Be sure you join the team. If you're bored because we're waiting for GJ, be patient, guys. This is part of trading, is being patient. And if you want to be entertained, then you can watch my YouTube channel. So be sure you're subscribed to see the YouTube content. Or we can sit here, chill, vibe, and chat. And that's how we do it. At the end of the day, I'm here to make money, not lose money. If you want to lose money, go try take every single position on the chart and you'll end up losing money. For me, I'm here to do a job, and in order to do a job, I need to do something that is successful, and in order to do something successful, I need to follow my plan. So if nothing follows my plan, then I'm not going to sit here and lose money, because this is the only job in the world that you sit here for 3 hours and not get paid for your time. So in order to make sure I'm paid for my time, I have to follow my plan. And if you don't like that, then good luck. Also, Sharpe ratio. Sharpe ratio is named after someone who is named Sharpe as well. So obviously it's happened in the family. Why only trade 1 or 2 pairs? So I can concentrate fully on it and make sure all my attention is divided into that. I don't need more than 1 pair, because if I need more risk, right, I will just add that risk onto my single pair. Do you have to pay to join your Zoom calls? Yes, that is not only a Zoom call, it is a whole group with a lot of benefits. So it's not only a Zoom call, there is content, there is weekly webinars, there is New York trading, and it's a community. It's a community for you to come, understand, gain knowledge, share with other people, and it's much bigger than just a Zoom call. Zoom calls is only for the stream, and after the stream the Zoom calls continue. So yes, it is much bigger than just a Zoom call. Is it still open? Yeah, there should be around 4 or 5 spots left, I think. Anyways, all details is on here. All details is on here. So I'm not going to speak more about it. If you want to find out more, watch the video here and you can learn about it. But yeah, definitely if you want to take your trading a little bit further, this would be a good thing. What's the monthly stream rate? I think this month we're around 90% probably. Let's have a look. We can check here. This month is the 8th. So we have 1 loss and 2 wins. So yeah, and then some break evens here. So yeah, around 70%. Used to say that 70% of the money is made during 30% of the time. Patience is key. Patience is the biggest part of trading that many fail in, because they see the market moving and they want to quickly take a trade. Can you please give us the journal? Yeah, the journal 76%. Yeah, 76% is our win rate. The journal is in the free Discord. If you go to the free Discord and you join it, so make sure you join the free Discord. If you go to resources, you can find the journal in resources. Right here. Alright, some movement on GJ here. $78 was starting, so 120 in normal condition. Yeah, not going as aggressive. I do want to wait for this 15-minute close though. The 5-minute is tempting though. It's super tempting, this 5-minute here. As a breakout with volume here. Maybe I add half here and then another half after. Just not to miss the move. I don't want to miss this breakout here. But the 15-minute would be sensible to wait for. It's a tough decision, of course. Just depends if we're happy to miss the move. There's been a lot of moves that just happen with random volume and have gone without us. So maybe I want to add half on the 5 minute, and then if the 15 doesn't close above, I can add the other half after that. Hopefully this just could mess around for 5 minutes. That would be the best thing. FOMO? No, it's just making sure not to miss the move. That's all it is. It's planning. It's planning. Because it's retest the top of the range here. It's not FOMO. It's making sure not to miss a breakout. When there's a breakout, you don't really want to miss it. We've been waiting all morning. If this thing just starts pumping, then everyone will say, oh, why didn't you enter on the 5 minute? The 5 minute closed above. But if I jump on the 5 minute, then everyone says, oh, you're FOMOing. So you can never be right, you know? Have I entered? No, not yet, not yet. I need to see at least this reflip and break its high before I even consider it. I prefer to wait for the 15 minute at the moment. So that's why I said I hope it just messes around for 15 minutes and then closes, I mean for 5 minutes and closes above. Five min, no top wick. I have a top wick on my broker and there is a top wick here. Would be an option to add half a position breaking the high to catch the breakout. Waiting for the 15 minute is of course the best option, which is possibly what I'm gonna wait for here. For 1 minute 34 seconds. Can we survive 1 minute 34 seconds here? Can GJ not push for 1 minute and 25 seconds? That's what I'm hoping for. Just 1 minute. So yeah, my plan is to wait for this close above and then enter as it breaks the high. Stop will be below the previous candle here. And entry will be at the break of the high. But we do need a bottom wick. There we go. So yeah, my entry will be at the break of the high here. And yeah. That will be my entry. We survived the 15 close, which is great. Now chat will go quiet. Did you do a buy stop? I think I'm gonna market execute here. But yes, buy stop would be fine as well. But it's giving me time. Where's my stop loss? Stop loss will be below the previous 15. So 235. Break even at 186,500. And TP if we get a good push. Just looking for 1-to-1 at the moment because of how far we've pushed basically, you know. Don't want to be greedy. I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get. I'm not in anything. I'm waiting for the break of the high, all right? Just to show you guys, I'm not in. I'm waiting for the break of the high. It's a nice bottom wick. Hopefully we can flip and break the high. I think this should be enough liquidity, hopefully. Would you consider buying a Samsung G9 monitor? I have the Samsung G27. G9 is just a bit too big. If you guys enjoying the stream, be sure to do the YouTube business. Get some liquidity so we can enter this trade and hopefully end up in profits, which is of course the goal. 727, appreciate everyone showing up. Let's get to 300 plus likes, 350 likes. You got a position or waiting? I'm gonna wait to enter at the break of the high. Call JP Morgan. I only need to call them when we're in the trade. Last 15 minutes of the 1 hour candle, no issues for me. 15 minutes is enough time, even if it's the last 5 minutes of the 1 hour candle, we could get a good push, and then the next 1 hour can open and push. We could even get a London Open setup number 3. Are you selling once it reaches the buy stop? What the hell does that mean? Why would I sell when it reaches the buy stop? That does not make any sense. I'm sick of holding, waiting to press the button. I think I will set an actual buy stop on this. Buy, stop, sell. Yeah, I didn't understand that question. What if the 30-minute closes below? Then we'll have to see what the next entry option will be. I didn't even lie. I didn't know I said sell. All good, all good. What time London starts? Well, we're basically in London session now. London Open will be in 7 minutes, 8 minutes. Where to start? My free Forex course. That's the best place to start on my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel, scroll down, and it will be free Forex course. Best place to start. Well, we get triggered. Oh, about to be triggered here. It's very close. People that are triggered, if you're triggered, you're in a tough spot right now, to be honest. should not be triggered, did not break the high. You need to account for spread. It's tough. I mean, you could just close now and then re-enter when it re-breaks the high properly. Needed to break the high, guys. Needed to break the high. Personally, if I get triggered and it immediately triggers me, but the high was never broken, then I just close the trade immediately. Will it break the high? Alright, this should have activated me here, breaking the high. Yeah, I've been activated here. Break of the high. Stop loss below this candle here. Max TP would be up there, but you know, that's not our max TP. Looking for somewhere like that. Let's see. Hopefully we can get some nice video volume in here. How many pips are we targeting? I'm happy buying the highs here. I'm happy with whatever we can get. So we'll see how this starts pushing, you know, and if it can continue, if we can get some nice volume, I'm happy closing at like a 1-to-1 even would be all right. Because we're at the highs, right? We're at the highs, so we should take what we can get. It's important not to be greedy. What a stop loss? Stop loss is tiny, bro. It's 17 pip stop, less 16. 16 pip stop loss. Target is like, we'll see. Break even at 186,500. The hour open now. We have London open. Hopefully we can have a nice push in the hour open. It's a nice 1 hour close. Hopefully we just get a small bottom wick and could have a nice volume push towards the upside. Nice rip would be great. Nice volume rip would be great. Is the hour open? Hopefully we can flip and then we can get some good volume here. I don't like how aggressive it's pulling back, but for me, I'm happy to hold this trade until something closes below the range and then I'll manage it. If you guys don't want to lose this trade, of course you can close break even. It's a profitable trade. We've pushed into profits now. You know, if you want to manage it like that, you can. But personally for me, I'm going to manage it by anything closing back in the range here. And I'm happy to manage it like that. Yeah, if you want to be at 500, that's the safest place to be, is at 500. Be nice to see it flip and break the high here. As I said, I've discussed, if you want to be in a safe position, can close break even now, but I'm happy to manage the trade myself below 350. It doesn't matter taking a small loss like that. I'm happy to hold it until something really drastically changes. This could just be a pullback for continuation towards the upside. We should not need to break this low to continue bullish. So realistically, my stop could be here as well. But if any quick movement happens, I'm just going to leave it in the original place. Is it time to call our boys? No, we're not sitting in drawdown. We just need this to continue moving. I'll manage based on this 15-minute close. Yeah, that's a nasty, nasty 5-minute close. Very nasty 5-minute close. I need this 5-minute to close above this support here. Otherwise, I'll consider maybe closing half here. And then adjusting my stop loss to here. Let's see how this 5-minute closes here in 10 seconds. Yeah, that close, How did that close? Right at support, yeah. How long till this 15-minute close? Still 9 minutes. Still a while. Tough to manage this, to be honest. Tough to manage. A lot of volume here. Watching this zone right here to see if we can get rejection from here. See, I want this 5-minute to flip from here. Looks like this is gonna drive to stop loss here. Let's see. What I'm thinking is to close half and leave the original stop loss for the rest of the half. That's what I'm thinking. To close half and leave the original. Let's have a look. Yeah, not looking the best. Take full SL on this. We'll take a full SL probably. Save 5 pips. If it re-breaks its own low here, I will close half. Re-breaking its own low, I will close half. So that's basically the equivalent of breaking this 1 minute low, I will close half. Breaking this 1 minute low will close half. If not, then we've saved. Yeah, breaks this 1 minute low, I'll close half. Right, I closed half here. And I think the rest will run to stop loss right here. One pip wonder. Will we be saved by 1 pip here? Highly unlikely. And I'm stopped out. GG. End of the day. Got stopped out on this position. And yeah, that's that. It's a pretty heavy loss actually. It's all good though. We follow the plan. So unfortunately stopped us out. Did get up. I really thought we could get into about 500 before moving break even. But unfortunately we did not get the volume that I was looking for here. Really liked that the 1 hour open, no top wick as well. Could have given us an opportunity to flip and continue. And yeah, it's okay. At the end of the day, not the worst thing to happen. And followed my plan, and that's what I'm gonna continue doing. It's what got me here, and it's what will continue me profitable. So at the end of the day, if you guys are going to over risk, and if you lost more than you wanted to lose, that's your own fault. We had all risk calculated, and it's not a big deal. We have 27 wins, 4 losses. This is not gonna hurt too much, and I'm happy with what happened. Nothing I could have changed. Decided to manage it like that. This is going to be part of the game. If you can't handle the losses, change the job. This is not a game, right? And this is where a lot of people are going to mess up, right? This is where a lot of people are going to mess up. And yeah, so understand that losing is part of the game. And if you can't handle the losses, then don't trade. Do not trade. Change your job. Yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, this was just an expense, right? We have to have expenses, and in the market this was just an expense, and this is what we had to pay back to the market. Did we want to? No, we didn't. But I'm just going to follow my plan that has been working for most of the time. Right? I did say that if you want to be in a safe position, go break even here, but that was not my plan to go break even. I wanted to give this some breathing room, as I thought that we could really start breaking out of this zone here, but turns out we didn't. What's the win rate now? 85 or something? 84? What if you pay back every day? Well, then you're not a profitable trader, right? If you pay back every day, you're not a profitable trader, so you shouldn't be. Most of the time, you should be winning more than losing. And if you guys can't accept the loss, then you shouldn't be trading, because look at this, right? Everyone now is complaining about the loss, but how many wins have we taken before? This is normal for me. Was 750 managed to 350? 287, I lose today. I'm out, man. Nice job. Good done. Well done. If you can't handle the losses, quit trading, man. Quit trading. It was just a fake out, can't do anything. Yeah, but we didn't get faked out. We got reversed on because we were in profits. He lost 200 viewers at the L. These are signal traders. Yeah, exactly. Listen, guys, whoever's been on the stream for a long time understands what we do here. And that does not worry me. I'm just gonna keep doing me. It's impossible not to lose in this game. Part of the game? Yeah. For whoever is saying it's part of the game, 100% it is. What have I done differently here? Such a good 1 hour close as well. It was so good, man. Yeah, there's nothing perfect. Look at this. 5-minute created support above the zone. We entered break of the high. Beautiful push. And fuck you candle came. All good. Part of the game. So hard to handle negative comments. Well, you have, this is what I signed my shit up for, right? This is what I signed myself up for. I have to not only accept a loss today, I have to get hate from everyone else around me. So if you think your job is difficult, if you're crying about your loss, now get hate, get people not trust you, get people leave your stream, But at the end of the day, this is why I always say, I trade for me, not for anyone else. Right? This is for me. I'm doing this for me. So what happens to everyone else? It's their problem, right? Win-loss? Yeah. Just one of those things. Yeah, nothing we can do. We're gonna have losses. We're gonna have losses. Only people who are here for signals? I do agree, yes. And now they get punished for just waiting for signals, right? Will we trade more? Until I see a setup, I'm not taking another trade. But I will trade if I see another setup. Can your stream have a little music? It does have music. It's playing. You can't hear it? If it flips, no, I won't re-enter if it flips. It's okay. If anything, none was forced to press the buy button. That's true. Big respect for your free education. Appreciate it. No one always wins. Exactly. Our job is just to win most of the time. Glad to move to break even? Yes. That's good. Break even is definitely a good outcome. I know you don't trade SMC, but there's a big order block. Yeah, but that doesn't always play out, right? That doesn't play out per my strategy. Decided to take this trade for yourself, turn the stream for confirmation. Yeah, I like that, man. Yesterday profit all wiped out. I'm glad you wiped out all your profit. Maybe you'll learn to understand how to take trades. And when you learn the skill, it's going to pay you long term. Right? So stop coming and crying because it's not going to get you anywhere, man. Alright guys, I think I'm going to wrap up stream here. Price is back in the range. So I need to wait for another setup to come before I can take a trade. At the moment, there's nothing for me. And yeah, that's that. Pretty simple. Right, pretty simple. I would not be looking for any buys or looking to hold any buys in this area. This range is a no trade range. Support from the bottom of the range, very risky, but could be an option. Now I rather just wait for more confirmation to take a trade. So needs to be better than my first trade. I agree with the short, just unfortunate outcome. And yeah, all we do is move on to the next day. And that's it. Nothing we can do. Let's log this trade first before I hop off. Let's log this. Full stop loss hit. Full stop loss. Perfecto. All right. Perfect. Log the trade. I'll share it. And yeah, don't worry guys, more wins ahead. Focus on taking the next best trade, and that's the best we can do. The best we can do is focus on taking the next best trade. So at the end of the day, that's how I'm going to run it. This doesn't affect anything long term. Right? Long term, this doesn't affect anything. And yeah, we move on. Appreciate everyone showing up as always. Greatly appreciate you. And we'll have more wins ahead. Indeed. And this is just part of the game. Unfortunate result. We don't like to lose, but you have to get used to it. So that being said, take care everyone. I appreciate everyone showing up. Thanks for all the positive people. I really do appreciate you guys, and you guys have the right mindset. And trust me, it will get you very, very far. It will get you far being positive about things that are outside of our control. We can only control what is inside of our control, and everything else, there's nothing we can do about it. So instead of fretting about it, let's move on and let's get more wins ahead, because it's time to make the markets pay back for what they just did. So let's get it. Peace. Yes, sir.